Yeah, they better be ready to get into that Burning Crusade that hard.
Oh yeah. I'm actually kind of excited for it. So.
I think it'll be really fun. Hey, what's up, everybody on stream? Oh, I needed the. Oh, how's my phone looking? Okay, it's got some energy. I thought we were almost out there. Yeah, it'll be cool. It does get a little weird early on building up a guild or whatever because Karazhans are 10-man each, but then you need 25 for like everything beyond that. So you've got to have like 3 groups of 10, and they could they could rate at different times, like an A team, B team, and a C team. Not necessarily in terms of like strength or rank, but just different teams.
I gave this guy plenty of time.
There you go. And then after you level up all of those, then there's got to be 5 people that are kind of backups on it, or that just keep running Karazhan.
God. This gangplank better be one tricking.
Sadie, hey, get out of that. Did you hear her? Just, yeah, she goes. So get out of that. She was trying to dig through the trash can, and she goes and like waddles away.
This guy on Gangplank.
Oh, that's yeah. He plays Gangplank some.
50%.
Yeah, not many games. Okay, then who's their jungler though? Because we have 2 people that are top. Andy.
Rek'Sai.
See what? Yeah, oh yeah, their jungler's Rek'Sai. I was wondering what we were gonna play. So let's go with Lulu. Thought about doing Janna there, but oh, it's Ashe support. Okay. Lulu's better for that. Cheaper shield. OP. Really be cool if Jinx went cleanse. She's not gonna, probably.
Oh, she did it.
Okay.
Cool.
Hey, what's up, Sammy?
Gamer.
She's a gamer.
Alright, let's get back to Plat 3 tonight.
There we go. You getting hype about that wedding, Sammy?
Dude, this Gangplank's gold 3. Oh. I thought it was gold 4 for a second.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like,
I don't think I've ever had a gold 3 in my game in a minute. It's always been like a gold 2 or 1.
Dude, there was a gold 4 in like my platinum 1 game last night.
What?
I dodged it.
I see. Just duo maybe? I don't know.
They didn't say they were. I mean, they had a good win rate, but it was a new account. That's why I didn't get how they had it. They were like 9-1 on a fresh account, and they were somehow gold 4. I was like,
That's interesting.
I was like, what? Why the hell did I go like 9-1 or 8-2 and end up in bronze too? I think.
No.
I think they maybe they made it easier this season. That was last season when I did it. Maybe they start you higher this time. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was weird. I was like, mean, he's clearly some kind of Smurf, but I don't know if I trust it that much. If he's a Diamond 4, Smurf, it's not that much of a difference from where we are.
Right.
But the probability is, I mean, he could just be a Platinum 4, Smurfing on that. So.
Yeah, I don't know how, because I ended in Gold 1 in Season 10. And then our promos, it was at Gold 3.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
almost everybody starts down a division, and then it took forever to climb with the plus 12, minus 16.
It still is that, I think, here and there.
Yeah.
Or plus 13.
Yeah. I remember I ended the preseason in P4, I think. And, yeah, we got placed into, it was like Gold 3 or something, I think. And we ended up going 70%. It took us 70% for 70 games to get back to P4.
I wonder if there's like an explanation for this MMR.
Oh, I see, Sammy. Yeah, that is awkward. That happened to my friend last year. Wedding had to be postponed because of COVID.
Happened to my sister too. She actually had her wedding last year, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's what Sammy's wondering, is if they should have a small wedding at somebody's house or something just to make it official, or... That's what my friend who rescheduled, or like who canceled last year, basically did this year was... I think they did a wedding, like, at a church or whatever, but it was like a really, really small... Well, not really small, but it was probably like, I don't know, 30 people or something there.
My sister still had quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. But they had, like, hand sanitizer and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, hand sanitizer, everybody's masked up and stuff.
Yeah, yep.
If it's not like a super long wedding, I think, maybe you could do that. It depends on how big the venue is and how far people can sit, too. Like in class, like we still have class, but the desks are 6 feet apart, everyone wears a mask, and you're only in class for 75 minutes at a time. Oh, sorry, I don't see it, Tom. It automatically turns on top chat. I need to put it on all chat. Hold on a second, and I can figure out what Tom said. I don't know what determines top chat. Oh, shit. How did I not see them with that ward? Oh, my God.
Hey, Rek'Sai's bot side.
Yeah, she's on Scuttle. Wow, dude. I mean, yeah, they just popped right in that bush from just like, there's one little small blind spot. I was just going up there to ward it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. I talk about that at least once a week, but... Yeah, back in, Was it October, I think? Yeah. Back around like mid-October, we just lost like 90% of the viewers. For no reason. As far as I can tell. They just changed something about their secret sauce and just don't notify people that are subbed anymore, don't recommend us to new people. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's rough, but hey, we're still here. I think they just dramatically recalibrated it to favor like the 10 to 15 minute clickbait videos again instead of longer videos, like even streams. I think they were heavily favoring streams for about a year. They probably figured live content, people were much more likely to monetize live content, which is true. Like, not as many people are going to donate, which, you know, most people donate through YouTube rather than PayPal, and YouTube gets a 30% cut of that. So you would think they would push the live content because people are much more likely to donate. Just like, hey, I like the stream, cool. You know, or whatever, right? No one's going to do that on... and it drives memberships too, I assume. Like, no one's going to do that for just like static videos that aren't streams, right? They're not just going to say, hey, I like that. Here's $5, you know? They try to do that with like super stickers or something, but people only really donate for live content. So I don't know. I don't get the strategy, but you know, obviously they're really smart and they have a lot of stuff going on, but that's my guess. Is that if it was late at night and someone was looking for support content for League of Legends, I used to be one of the first things they would point people to. And now I don't have Flash, so I think I have to get boots. Oh, actually I can't get boots. And now they're gonna point them to, you know, a 10 to 15 minute clickbait intro to support video. I guess you would get more ads off of that, maybe. I don't know. Yo, what's up, Space Bazooka? We also did just get started tonight, so I got kind of a late start, so that'll throw off some people's schedules. They might think I'm just not streaming tonight. My sleep schedule has got kind of messed up this week. Wait, why is she going so hard through minions? Make it. Yo, what's up, Harrismer? Yeah, I just had to try to run for it, but with Ashe plus Sivir with the slow, I guess with Ignite up and my ult and everything, I thought maybe I could sneak out of there and they wouldn't, like, Sivir maybe doesn't ult to chase me, but I guess, I don't know. They were going to 4-man dive me with a wave. So I thought maybe I could make a run for it, but maybe I just stay there and hope one of them screws up and I can trade a kill. I think that would have been manageable if Leblanc wasn't there too. With her there too, it's too difficult to dive. Oh my god.
Ashe support is annoying.
Yeah, I mean she's just what she is in the laning phase. It's like Vel'Koz or Xerath or something. It's like pretty much blowing their whole power budget for the lane. Why is Lulu good with Kog'Maw? You get everything you would want to go with Kog'Maw. You get movement speed, you get attack speed, you get protection. Kog'Maw is one of the highest scaling champs in the game with attack speed. If I get Sivir queued, I'm gonna be in trouble. Really? Oh my god. They're gonna get this tower off of that, I think. I didn't even see her come up, man. I'm just like not playing well, I guess. Is she gonna... I'm gonna get out of that. Okay, good. Yeah, we overstayed on that, but even if we had backed at the proper time, our side probably would have just dove us. Yeah, she's looking at a guide from like 3 months ago. It deals poke damage with her E or whatever, her W, whatever the hell her, I think it's her W, that thing. It just doesn't do nearly as much as it used to before they nerfed it. Yeah, she's gonna be sitting in that bush. She pinked it. She's probably hoping I'll come over and try to clear it. Yeah. Looking 10 and yeah, GP is just always losing. It's like there's one good GP out of 10. Real. It was super late GP ult. It was so weird. Why was there... I feel like there was one less soldier. They did have... they did say that yesterday that Azir was bugged or a couple days ago. They said they're going to fix it today where your soldiers weren't pushing people back properly or something.
Huh. Dude, yeah, yesterday I was having that problem.
Yeah.
Maybe I was playing bad, I don't know.
Well, there definitely was a bug, they said, so... I'm pretty sure Leblanc flashed.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, to get me last time. Alright, I'm coming down there. Alright, Rek'Sai's right there. Shield you. Where was that? Oh, top. Damn. Yeah. Is
looking grim.
Yeah, it's looking grim. I don't have time to get a new mouse. Yeah, LeBlanc is always annoying. I don't know why they don't just delete that champ. Like, anytime she's meta, she's just such a terror. Like, just make it to where there's a delay on her second jump or something like that, where she can't do them both, like, or a delay on the rip back or something. Just some kind of delay where she can't just, like, insta double jump or single jump double chain and then just immediately rip back to where she was. Something about the consistency of that pattern. I mean, I guess Zoe is a similar type of thing, where it's like every 6 seconds you get to throw out a kill shot for free, but LeBlanc is, LeBlanc has much further, like, well, I guess Zoe has a lot of range too. I think that's why a lot of modern day people haven't played LeBlanc as much, it's just because Zoe, I feel like, oh my god, is a similar type of thing. She's gonna go back to that, probably.
I thought Jinx was gonna die instantly.
Yeah, she didn't have her ult back up after killing you quite yet. She needed one more second. I mean, Zoe is a little bit more locked. I mean, Zoe does other stuff too, but I was just talking about in terms of just getting to fish for one shots. She really get away here? Wait, that was the fake one? Where the fuck is the real one? Oh my god.
OP.
Can't get in range. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Leblanc, yeah. Yeah, Leblanc is safer. If you get on Zoe, then she's dead. God. I could have maybe saved him if I was just a little bit faster. Holy shit. I'm gonna get caught by the Ashe here, probably. Well, it's Sivir with that build. Basically, doesn't do any damage on her auto attacks, but her Q just does, like, a hell of a lot of damage when you go Duskblade Mirror Mana. You don't have any attack speed, you don't have any crit, but it's just that on-hit damage with the lethality. Turns you into basically like a poke champ.
Is that Ashe Stain base?
That's right, there we go.
She should have like 8 deaths by now.
Yeah.
But
our scores should be flipped.
yeah.
God, they got 2 inhibitors. They got Soul coming up, but
Tired day we can test it.
yeah, we can't. I don't think. You walk into their bushes.
Leblanc probably just kills them.
Her bounces do more, but they don't crit, and she doesn't have the attack speed. It's like her auto attacks also do more, but I think it's less sustained damage than like a traditional attack speed crit build. It just does more damage up front. So it's not like it doesn't improve those, it's just like on a per cost basis. I think it's probably worse for sustained damage. But we don't really have any tanks, so yeah. Just the Ashe support taken over with Mandate again. Even after they nerfed it 5 times. No, I mean, it just... Ashe support is what it is, right? Like, it's early game, just spam W poke. I would say go Essence Reaver if you're going to do that, instead of what she went, but... and, you know, with Sivir, it does pair well to just hard spam. Just hard spam the poke, keep us under tower all game, and dive. You know, bring your jungler and mid laner down to dive, and that's what they did a couple times. And, and they got ahead in lane, and then GP did his usual GP thing in the top lane, and they just... Leblanc got to start rotating and roaming once they cracked the tower bottom, so... Oh my god.
Gosh, that name, it's insane.
killed me. Oh, just Ash W over the wall. I know, that was the thing for a little bit. People were doing Mandate Ash, but they changed something about her W. I don't remember what it was, whether it was the cost or what, and then they definitely nerfed Mandate. I think they nerfed the Mandate proc damage, and then they nerfed it to where it can only proc once every 6 seconds or something. Which I guess is not like that much of a nerf on Ashe because she only casts it once every 6 anyways. At least in the early to mid game, but this is what it is. I mean, it's a push comp with poke that's extremely vulnerable to ganks, and we just never had any ganks. So we had a, you know, basically first time Viego jungle, or I guess he's played it twice.
Oh yeah, losing 20, gaining 13.
Hell yeah! And then we had a gold 3 duo GP top. It was gonna be tough. Yeah, they buffed Sivir in some way to make her more relevant. I think maybe they put a better AD ratio on her Q, which is why the lethality build came about. I had a Sivir on my team yesterday that went the Essence Reaver. I think that build's probably better, but I don't know for sure. I'd have to look at the stats. Yeah, Manamune has affected abilities all preseason. I think it may have even affected physical damage abilities last season. I can't remember though. I know the more popular build is the Dustblade build, but it's like new. And it's like you get the one-shots and things like that. So that's what people like doing. I don't know if statistically it is better or not. It might be. I kind of want Janna to blow Fiddlesticks out, but just Lulu. Because I don't know what our engage situation is, and Lulu is at least a like semi-engage. If you can boost up a Darius or an Olaf or something like that. Whereas Janna can't like propel people to move forward very well unless you take something like Shirelia's. She can help people kite back, but yes, Dustblade's damage does proc on abilities. I mean, that's kind of like the go-to if you're looking to do damage mostly with your abilities. That's what lethality is sort of the go-to. Yeah, Dustblade's abilities. That's why Ezreal takes it too. Of course, I guess Ezreal's Q counts as auto attacks also, but looks like it's about the same. The Dustblade on Essence Reaver slightly higher on one item, and then Dustblade's higher on 2 items. And then it looks like Serelda's Grudge is 2% higher on 3, so I guess it is better. I mean, that Q really does hit like it's like, especially in squishies, it's like over half your HP. Mundo top. Oh, it's Lux support. Dodge. Okay, I'll take it. Wait a second. What do I think about Karma? She's okay in lane, but I just think she gets outscaled most of the time by like Lulu and Janna. Yumi. She doesn't have any buffs that she gives allies, and she has very limited single target CC. For the most part, like her W is delayed versus, you know, you've got Lulu who's got polymorph. She can give out attack speed, the extra on-hit damage with picks. You've got Janna with her extra AD on her E, her tornadoes. So, I don't know. Like, she gives out movement speed, which is good. She gives out a big shield, which is nice, but oh lord, I'm jungle. Yeah, they did change Man Immune. I think it's worse for ranged, but I'm not 100% about that. Well, let's see what we're working with here. I'm not playing Master Yi. Is your deer still good after the nerfs? Yeah, he's still got a 53% win rate. Alright, so let me see. Okay, well that's even better. What if that was someone on the enemy team that just saw deer and just insta-dodged? That'd be pretty funny. You trying to say why, or are you trying to say yes? Or are you trying to say ye? Oh, yes. Okay, deer's still OP. Okay. Gotcha. I don't play Yi, man. Like, I can respect it that Yi can be good if you get ahead on him, but I don't think the Helicopter style works as well at this Elo bracket. Just completely abandon your ADC and roam around looking for plays all game. Like, you're gonna have half of your ADCs just quit if you do that. I do think that, like, roaming can be very strong in the right situations, but I think it gets a lot better as you get higher in elo, because people are going to understand what you're doing and play around it a little bit more, and they're going to be able to follow up more and things like that. It definitely, like, roaming can work, but you have to have the right timings on it, and your team kind of has to be on board with it. So, like, it can work, but it's very risky. I'm not sure that it's necessarily better than just going for lane dominance, depending on the situation, or team fight scaling. You can do it, man. He's one guy, right? And he's a challenger doing it. Like, he probably has 12,000 games on Alistar. Like, there's also whoever, like, Core JJ is going to be ranked higher, or what's his name? The Chinese guy that's on TSM. They're both ranked higher than him, and they have a different playstyle from that, you know? It's like, I'm not saying it can't work, but I'm saying there's other stuff that also works.
Ow, cat fight.
Yeah, so it's like Karthus jungle. Yeah, they're almost all AP. So yeah, it could work, man. I just think that is unusual right now. I'm not trying to hate on him. I think it can work, but again, I think that there are other top end. I think that he's the exception rather than the rule, right? Like there are a lot of other top end like supports that are much higher ranked than he is. Also, if you're trying to, if that's your thing, if you're thinking, hey, there's a challenger doing it, so maybe I should emulate it. You know, Core JJ is very consistently at the top, right? And he does play some Alistar, but he also plays Rel and Thresh, and they can roam, but they have a bit more lane presence as well. And Alistar, he just gets way better as you go up in rank also. Because people just take advantage of his engage a lot more. I don't know. I mean, I've played Alistar. If I wanted to play a roaming support, I'd probably play Bard. Or Leona. Alright, so we're going to do tank Maokai here. One less target, hopefully, for Malphite to ult. And Abyssal Mask is looking really good here, so... since they have so much AP.
With some eerie, the Oblivion Orb this game?
I can't, because I'm going to be going tank.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll get it, yeah.
Okay.
You, me, Vlad.
Yeah.
Actually, I just forgot you said you were going tank.
That's all good. I mean, I thought about going for the AP with the Oblivion Orb. I'm just afraid I get potentially blown up by Karthus ult or
that's fair, yeah.
Malphite.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a Banshees this game.
Yeah, he can't duo anymore. A lot of that type of stuff does work better with duos. But no more duos in Challenger. Or Masters Plus even, I think. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, like I said, I can respect it, but I don't necessarily think that that would be the best for me. Historically, I mean, I've gone through phases where I went on Alistar, but I just think I'd just rather, if I really wanted to do that type of thing, like I said, I'd rather play Leona or Bard probably. Because Leona, I don't know, I think she just has so much dominance early on, so much more dominance early on. Although Alistar can be good at it. Leona just brings a lot more CC. I like Maokai with Ezreal too. Gives you extra vision and that's slow and a little bit of extra damage. So Ezreal can like hit his Qs to poke people out more. Maybe. I mean, they didn't blow any sums. If I went harder, maybe, but like I can't W on him because he just flashes under tower if I do that. That's one downside early. You have to be very careful trying to go for all ends if they're anywhere close to the tower. Unless you're ready to dive. Dude, you better... You're like 1 HP, man. Does Yumi trigger the seed to run while being untargetable? No. I'll just stay, I guess. Alright. I just muted him. I mean, I don't know what he wants me to do. Like I just said, I can't W under tower. I literally put 0 pressure on him when the wave's positioned that way, which is how he pushed it early, which is fine, but we're not going to be able to all in that. And it's his fault. He E'd forward and got caught right there. It's like, I'm not Blitzcrank. I don't pull them out of position. I go to them. And it doesn't work if they're under tower. Because again, they can flash with me, you know? Like, if I was Leona, maybe I could take a look at it. Because if they flash, then... you know, I'm not going to follow that flash. But Maokai's literally the worst early on for trying to apply pressure when it's like in that defensive position right outside their tower. Like, all you can really do is just spam E's. It's like, bro, if you wanted to kill people earlier, why don't you pick something like Draven, and then I'll pick, you know, something for killing. But if you're playing Ezreal, like, I'm assuming you're just wanting to, you know, not be as bloodthirsty early. But maybe, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I like level 1, if I took Q and then I took W at level 2 and flashed on him in W, maybe we could kill him. But I took Seeds for better vision control and to help Skarner clear early. Well, Skarner turned the curve there. Okay, there we go. Shit, he freaking flipped it. Alright. I don't know, it's fine. That's why Mark Merrill invented the mute button. I think I always get Mark Merrill confused with the guy who did Game of Thrones. The Dan. Or was it Dave? I can't remember. One of the D's. I know the Brandon Beck guy. I'm pretty sure. But I get those two confused. All right, I'm gonna buy. Well, I guess I can do one more. Okay, Karthus is right there. I mean, we're gonna get ganked probably. Jen's kind of low on mana. Okay, Vlad might be coming down. Okay. Never mind, he stayed. What's up, Pavlos? He's not really looking for it. We don't know where Karthus is. Ezreal's not 6 yet. Is Yuumi 6? Yuumi's not 6 yet either. Oops. He's gonna ult. He didn't have enough. Yeah, we should have backed up when I said to back up earlier, because we're going to lose a lot of this CS now. Good morning, Lie to Me. Are there any books written by non-humans? So I guess you mean AI at this point that we know of? Probably. Depends on what you're calling a book. I'm almost positive there are some that have like tried to do creative writing.
Are they close to dying?
They're pretty close. Yeah. Unless Yumi healed them, I'm not sure. But yeah, they were under 10%. Okay, that was really good for us. They're going to lose a lot here. Which is good because Ezreal's behind like 20 CS. No, I'm not going AP Maokai. Doing tank Maokai this game. Oh god, I might die. Shit, yeah, I'm just dead. Probably. Okay. Oof. Alright, I'm out. Go and tank Maokai. They have a lot of AP, and you can get Abyssal Mask pretty comfortably. Also gives me some extra engage to get on the Yumi, and you get the vision control with the seeds. E-Prof like E-Girl, that's right. I was trying to think of like E-Old Man. I couldn't think of anything jingly, so I just said E-Prof. Ezreal did. I took some bullets for him earlier, too. Lest we not forget that. I'm running on a battery now. Google censored me. What did it censor? E-Boomer, I guess. Something about monkeys. Oh, and it thought that was racist or something?
try and come bot.
Okay. Oh my god, why does he do so much damage?
Damn, I guess.
My bad, son. I said monkeys in a room could turn out something better than Shakespeare has written. Possibly. Oh, let me change this real quick to all chat from top chat. Some reason it just like straight up didn't show me that message earlier. Checks. Oh, Chem Tank Maokai. Yeah. Yeah, it turns him into an engaged tank that also you get the vision from the seeds and you get all the CC. It's actually his highest win rate build, I'm pretty sure. It has been for a little bit. I don't play it that often, but Maokai is exceptionally good with Abyssal Mask. Just because of his kit. Skarner better have Chem Tank. Yeah, of course. Chem Tank meta. The fact that they basically have 4 AP makes me want to go Abyssal. You have so much repeatable hard CC that you can pretty much keep Abyssal up all the time. So it just gives your team 10% extra damage. Because remember, it's everybody does 10% more damage when you CC somebody with Abyssal. So it's kind of an item that a lot of people don't get, but part of that is because usually most teams are overweighted on AD rather than AP, but this guy, okay. Karthus is really wanting this. I think he's going to be in this area. We can hunt him down. The double Chem Tank run at him. They love it. Welcome to hell, boys. It's still fine. I mean, it's obviously not going to be as much damage as usual, but you don't actually max the saplings. So you're going to get like 250 or whatever less damage. But it still does that percentage health, like 14% of their max health. Yeah, I mean, AP Maokai is really good, and I like it too, but I just feel like this comp is one... I mean, it probably would have been fine, but... This comp is one where I just thought that the Chem Tank was probably going to be a little bit better. Big part of it is mana cost, too. Right? Like, the mana cost is pretty high if you don't have, like, Mana Flow Band or anything like that to go with it. Alright, bruh.
Alright, bro.
That is a pretty badass looking Azir skin, though.
Nice.
Elder Wood.
Just a different chroma that I have on.
Oh, okay. Double Warglaves, full tier 6, pretty badass looking too.
Oh yeah.
Demonic Mask is good, I just don't think it's as good with this particular build. I mean, you could probably do it with tank as well. Probably not horrible, but going for the other mask this time to start with, because they have quad AP. Hey, what's up, Haley? Yeah, I feel that. I overslept too a little bit today. My sleep schedule's just been weird. Where I just like stay up all night and then I'll sleep from like 5 to midnight or something. Okay. 2 for 2. They blew a lot of stuff. And Sens wasn't even in that play, so... Yeah, Karthus jungle was a thing, and it's kind of been falling out of favor a little bit, but... I mean, he still has a lot of farm, and he's got some kills, and he's a high level, so... He's still a threat. They nerfed him pretty hard. I forgot how much damage they took off of his ult, but it was something substantial. And then they also nerfed to where the jungle, in theory, is harder to farm. What time do I teach? I teach, I only have classes on Tuesday, Thursday. And this semester they start at like 1:10, which is awesome. The last like couple of years, it's been like... Oh shit. Oh my god, the fucking... Really? Really singed. I did not expect the Jhin flank. What the hell? Guess I should have run out a different way. But yeah, for the last, feels like, couple of years, I've been 9 o'clock or earlier. Yeah. So it's basically from like 1 to 6. But really, like, I have to start prepping and stuff like that beforehand. But I still, the thing is, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I still have to get up and take my daughter to daycare. So I usually get up around like 9:30 or something. Then end up taking her to daycare around like 10:30. Huh. Really kind of wish Ezreal had Dustblade, but... yeah, they're just autopiloting. They just lost their mind.
Where are you taking him? Dear God.
He's going on a little trip.
I don't know if we fight this dude.
Bless the Ghost plus Phase Rush. Well, I guess we got him to blow all of his stuff. So we're doing Kim Tank because we're playing Tank Maokai. Because they have 4 APs, and I wanted Abyssal Mask. Also, I wanted to be able to survive Karthus ults better. And like Malphite ults and things like that. So I just felt like we needed another tank. Alright, I think I might just go with Knight's Vow here.
Go. You don't have ult.
It's going to be 4v5 though. Alright, well, I mean, if you can get the Karthus out of there, just watch out for Karthus's passive. He might burn out. Yeah, it was... If I was there, we probably would have been able to clean it up. But yeah, they just have so much like AoE, CC, and damage that I just wanted to be a little bit stronger.
One time was real. Flash that, dude.
Yeah, it's actually his highest win rate build right now. I just don't do it all the time. But yeah, a lot of times I would take the AP version. I mean, it's possible going demonic here as the final item is the way to go, but I'm trying to give some extra protection against Karthus' ult if I can. Oh god. I did not have my Kim tank ready. I forgot their towers down there. Wow.
What stunned me there?
Malphite, I think. Just ulted you point blank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nah, we should probably get out of here. Yeah, so we got Baron coming up soon. We don't want to.
I definitely want to look at that because I didn't even realize I got ulted.
Yeah. Yeah, he, like, as soon as you walked in, he just ulted you, like, point blank.
Smart.
Yeah. Demonic is kind of, yeah, it is kind of tanky, but it's also very expensive. That's the thing. And I wanted cheaper items.
I probably can't back, can I?
Nah. Yeah, there was a window like maybe 20 seconds ago, but we gotta.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, I know.
No, we don't have singed. We don't have singed. We don't have singed.
I'm just poking.
Okay.
Not going in.
Just trying to hope that Skarner hears me.
Yeah. Can we just get Baron?
I don't think so. They're too dangerous though. If they just roll up and ult us in that pit, I think it's a problem. Yeah, we gotta find a way to stuff. Oh, Skarner died without using his ult. Wow. We just gotta kill the Karthus and then try to disengage. Or get out of his ult. Okay, yeah, you got the Banshees. I was about to say, we need some... Everybody needs some kind of anti-Karthus.
Or Malphite.
Yeah. Oh, that was your turret.
They were all top side.
Okay.
We burn this down or no? Probably not. Well,
Yeah.
have to go fast.
Well, they used everything on me. Sinch wasn't there. Okay, they're gonna go for Baron. Ezreal needs to ult, like, immediately, as soon as I CC the Karthus. They may not be able to get it with Ezreal's poke. He got a heal off. We're about to spawn.
They do it slow with Jhin.
Yeah.
I don't think Ezra's going that way though. They're still doing it.
He needed to be over there the whole time, delaying. Like, if he just delayed him for, like, 5 seconds, we could have collapsed and turned that. Like, Malphite doesn't have his ult. You just saw him use it. Just stand over the wall and just chuck Qs at him. It'll at least slow their DPS because they're going to be confused as to whether or not they should peel or stick on it or what. It's not terrible, I guess, trading Baron for Soul, but it's not great. It would have been... Would have obviously been a lot better if we got that clean.
Is Malphite Vault, you think? Probably.
Yeah, for sure.
We got Banshee, so...
We need to just let Singed... We need to just let Singed try to push up there, make them split up. Yeah, we just don't have the damage to kill Yuumi and Vlad with Karthus. Skarner doesn't do any damage, I don't do any damage. And then Ezreal just doesn't do enough. Malphite didn't even ult that fight, like he wasted his ult to get out. Well, I just wanted Singed to keep split pushing, but then they like overcommitted and some of them were trying to back to stop the Singed. I mean, maybe I should have just let him back, but... Yeah, the Karthus just ended up doing so much damage at the end of that game with Vlad. And then Vlad probably had like 3,000 HP with Yuumi. Damn, we were ahead for a while until the, I don't remember, they just turned a corner. Maybe that was the Baron.
I got 5 games in red, 5 games in blue in a row.
It's like a tale of two elos. My other one, I'm like 8-2 or something. I like my Platinum 2 account, but this one is cannot buy a win. I mean, maybe I should have gone AP. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone something else, because our damage was pretty low with Skarner and Singed. That would have overloaded us on AP, though, to some extent. I don't know. We just needed a hyper carry. Something other than Ezreal there. It was working pretty well in the early game. I mean, we were getting lots of engages, and I can't remember. We probably screwed something up. We got a Baron for free kind of early. We got mid tower. That one where we didn't get the soul on the one before that, where I think we had like a 4v5 or something, and they ended up getting the dragon. That was actually pretty big. Because then we had to trade Baron for soul on the next play when we could have already had soul. Could have maybe done Locket, yeah. I'm not sure if it would have mattered. I think we got enough picks with Abyssal early on that it was kind of worth, but oh my god. Nidalee and Jace? Why though? It's so bad. Both of those are like no win. Basically, they don't have the stuff that wins in solo queue a lot of the time, or they're like extremely risky. Thank God. Oh, Jason dodged it. Okay. It's like no CC, no tank. I don't know, and those are the two things that win a lot in solo queue is tanky CC. Azir is pretty hyper care, but we needed more. We needed more damage. Jason's had enough. Yeah, we just waited out. Well, I mean, a lot of hyper carries aren't going to win it by themselves. Some of them are, but I was thinking like 80 carries, like Jinx and...
I could have got Death Cap. I probably could have done something more, but...
No. They just... The Vlad plus... Because Vlad... I think it's where he does all of your teammates do 10% extra damage or something like that. So when the Karthus ult hits on top of the Vlad... I don't know, maybe I should have been focusing Vlad instead of Karthus. It's possible. I mean, we just don't have a good option to blow up. Because those two threats, the Karthus and the Vlad... Vlad's really hard to kill. And he's probably going to put a ton of his damage down. And then Karthus, of course, is going to get his ult off even if you kill him. But I feel like you got to shut him up. Or he's just going to keep spamming Qs. But maybe that's incorrect. Maybe I should have tried to tie up the Vlad. It's just, you can't kill him in the CC duration that you have most of the time. And then once he gets phase rush and pull, it's hard to get him after that. No, but he does a lot of sustained damage. I mean, I don't know what we're calling hyper. Usually it means like a ton of sustained damage, but Azir definitely can do a ton of sustained damage. Karthus just did like 1 billion damage. It's just Singed and Skarner just don't do any damage.
Or if we had like a Darius or
Garen, Darius, a lot of stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty murky term, I guess. He has high sustained damage. Alright, it's got 2 minutes here. Oh, I could look up. Mark Yetter did a recent healing tweet. So they're planning on taking Vampiric Scepter down 2% on the lifesteal, but it costs $850. They're 800. I think it used to be an 800 item with 8% in general. So that one's about neutral, yeah. Shield Bow lifesteal is down 2%. But then instead of gaining extra lifesteal, you gain 25 to 50% attack speed on proc. And then the shield amount is going up a little bit. Okay. Blade of the Ruined King, 2% lifesteal gone, and the Siphon life damage is up slightly. Alright, we got 1 minute left. And then, Omnivamp on Ravenous Hunter may have 0%, and then scale up to 7.5%. So that would give you, like, no sustain in lane. Shan like, constantly complains. What are you doing, man? Bruisers haven't been good all season. I can't think of any top lane bruisers that are good.
All of them.
Darius is still 53%. Cho, I guess, is technically not a bruiser, but he's at 53%. It's like, where's Aatrox, man? Riven's at 52. Nar's at 52. I don't know where Garen. Did I overlook Garen? Yeah, Garen's also at 53. It's just so funny. The people that are just like so constantly complain about everything. So 7.5 Omnivamp from Ravenous at max. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you're still going to have Ravenous Hydra, which is one of the biggest ones. I mean, it was nerfed a couple of patches ago, and you still have Gore Drinker, which is still, like, good. Dude, I hope they have... Do you know with Burning Crusade if they're gonna, like, have a pre-patch or something?
I think they would, like they did before.
I can't remember, but yeah, it feels like just to let the, like, the Paladins level up some before the real thing hits.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe.
I don't know what they would do with pre-patch, or if... Man, I really wish they would allow... like the boost at pre-patch. It'd be so great. Then I could level up my professions and stuff. And like get to 60. Those last couple of levels. Man, I was seriously thinking about just getting on and leveling it up. And I mean, druids are supposed to level up pretty well.
You would have hope. If we were on, I could get Devin to run us through stuff.
Oh, that is true, yeah, if he's 60 and decked out.
Yeah, he is. He's got like tier 4 or 5 on, or not 4 or 5, but whatever it is.
5 or 6.
Yeah. He's like, I forget what they were on.
Is he in some, like a Nax guild or something?
Yeah, yes he was. That's what I was trying to get to.
Is he still in that guild, or did he leave that guild?
I'm pretty sure he's not with the guild anymore.
Okay.
He hasn't been raiding like he has been.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he went pretty hard in the classic.
Same.
He gave us all like 20 gold and helped us out with some things.
Oh, nice. Because I would like to level it up, but some people are saying that like even with like good leveling, it's probably like 4 days of playtime to get to max level as a druid. It's not more, which quick math's about 100 hours.
So annoying.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I mean, if I just boost, it's like I'm paying like 75 cents an hour or something like that. Which I guess the leveling experience itself, like it's okay, it's cool, but I've done it before. It's a lot harder to do in vanilla because you don't have like the summoning stones at instances, and it can be kind of fun. But I think that if I could get the boost just to pre-patch like 2 weeks before the main thing drops, get the boost, then I can level up professions maybe, or at least get to level 60. And then it's coming to Burning Crusade and just sit in dungeons for a week. Is the boost going to be $60? Probably. Be my guess. I mean, it's cool if it's lower than that, but I would assume it's probably like 60-ish. I mean, I might stream it earlier. We'll see.
Yeah.
Especially kind of that initial leveling could be fun. What is there? Kiana or Singe support?
Don't dodge.
I've got the Singe support. Probably. That'd be my guess. Or Kiana. Yeah, it'll probably be like $60. So, Jason, I'm actually thinking of, well, I just said like Druid. I was thinking about doing Priest. I don't know. I'm kind of torn, but I just feel like there's just like, first of all, looking at like parses from top guilds or whatever, and this is decked out, but there's a lot of like top healing druids, but that's like also because they're going to be over geared doing stuff. So there's that I mean, they're better than a lot of the all caps videos and the commentators say. Like everyone says they are, like everyone knows they're really good in PvP, but like in PvE so many people say that they're still the bottom healer. It's like, you can maybe get one, but if you're going to cut one, that's the one you would cut. You do want multiple shamans. You probably want 2 shamans. Just for the totems and stuff, but I think that they're up there with Priest. Team lacks a tank. Well, Lee Sin might be tanky, but I just like Lulu with something like Kaisa. If we have Kaisa, Vayne, Jinx, Twitch, Kog'Maw, stuff like that, I'm probably going to play Lulu or Janna. A lot of people, from what I saw, a lot of people were saying that it was Druids. But looking at their playstyle, at first I wasn't sure because you have to cast Life Bloom back on the tank every 7 seconds, so it kind of limits what you're doing. But you can just like permanently... you're always casting spells most of the time, which I think is fun. I really like that playstyle. And then with Priest, a lot of times you're like just casting greater heals. There are some other things you can do, and Priests are still good. And I like Priest, but it feels like there was more of like stop cast type of stuff, where if you were going to heal them to full, you just cancel your cast and you're just kind of like filling in the holes. Now, late in the expansion, you can use like Circle of Healing, but one thing with Circle of Healing too is like if you go for that, then you can't have Improved Divine Spirit, and a lot of people are going to want you to have Improved Divine Spirit because it's a huge raid buff. But anyways, and Priest is pretty good in like BGs and arenas. Another thing about Druid though too, I was telling Jason, is like it'd be nice if I'm gonna be the raid leader, which a bunch of people seem to want me to do. They're like the guild leader, whatever. If I can have a backup set of gear for tank, just in case one of our tanks can't make it one night or something. Like, that would be good. And if you...
agree.
Yeah. And another nice thing as a healer is I'm pretty sure you can go for a spec where you're like a solid healer for both PvP and PvE in the same spec. Oh, we just dead, probably. Holy shit, that's back up again? Wow. Dude, she had 8 HP! Oh my god. She literally had 8 HP. Yeah, I think I'm changing my mind. I thought that I was gonna play Priest, and Priest is still probably okay, but...
What is...
But yeah, so that means I wouldn't have to respec, which as a healer is huge because it's a lot harder to farm gold. Or even if you're going, even if I was gonna do feral, right, with like tank or something, you can get a DPS spec, DPS gear, and tank, or like you have to have different gear. But you can have DPS talents and tank talents in the same tree in the same talents. So you can kind of double dip both ways, which is really nice. So yeah, just a lot more versatility in terms of like whatever we're able to pull for raids on a given night. Not having to worry about the respec, being big on the meters. Like pretty high skill cap too. Priest is high skill cap also, but like, you know, doing all the quick maths and figuring out how many spells you can get in with so much spell haste and stuff like that before you have to restack your life bloom. Holy Paladins are okay. I would say they're probably the weakest overall. I think, I mean, you stick them on a tank. God, that was close. You Horde players. Yeah, we them Horde players. We them boys.
Right.
I do like the aesthetic of the, oh my god, dude. It's like every game. I mean, Lee's getting camps. She's not. We just have to, like, not die.
Oh my god.
She's in the river there, somewhere.
Okay.
But I mean, in, like, the raid itself, you're gonna be, you know, I'm gonna look like a tree the whole time anyway, so... Or a bear, depending on what's going on. I really want to be a Blood Elf Priest, because they look cool.
Sad.
Feeling sag.
No, I just don't know how we didn't kill those two there, but I didn't know, man. I thought Lee could do something, but...
Yeah, Pally, I mean, like, you want Pallies in there. You probably want one Holy Pally. But I think they're the weakest, kind of, overall. On the damage, or the healing meters, or whatever, that I was looking at... Now, once again, these are people that are decked out, like, over-clearing content. But it looked like Druids were the most represented, closely followed by Priest, then Shamans, then Paladins. People think... I mean, Shamans are good, too. It just depends on the circumstance. You definitely want more Shamans than anything because of those totems. Like, Shamans definitely bring the most. So, I mean, you could probably even do 3 healing Shamans. I don't think that would necessarily be bad. You could run, like, 3 Restos and then 1 enhancement and 2 of the Ellies. I'll be honest, I've been pretty much like non-stop studying like every TBC class for the last like week or two.
Good. I'm glad you're excited.
Watching every guide, yeah. I'm in on it. Especially, I'm just trying to look.
Like, just to get everybody together.
Oh yeah. I think that would be cool for sure. Just so I can help people out, especially if I'm gonna be the raid lead. I can try to know all the fights and know like what optimal stuff is.
That's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna fun fights.
Yeah, they're really a lot of time they're not that hard, especially if you're DPS. There's some stuff, but it's mostly just stay out of the fire and have a lot of uptime on your stuff. Actually, no, as beast hunters, from what I can remember, like a huge thing is keeping your pet alive. So
Ugh.
yeah, gotta micro that pet some. I think they have like much higher avoidance and stuff. Like it's harder for them to die in fights, but I haven't studied too much of that yet. But that's a thing. I think the rotation's pretty straightforward, but it's microing the pet. It's like, oh shit, the boss is about to do this big cleave or something. I gotta run Sparky out of there. Run Azir Jr. out of there.
That's right.
Yeah, Priest did have racials, which were cool. Mostly for PvP. I don't think most of the... I mean, yeah. I don't think the racials matter that much for PvE. Because they give Fear Ward to every Priest. Then it's like, with Trolls, you got just a couple of PvP things. Then with Undead, you got Will of the Forsaken. Leveling up a lock. Nice, that'd be awesome, Vanakin. Yeah, we need more locks. I'm gonna make a video about it as soon as we get more concrete, like, release date. They're coming up on you.
Yeah.
Soon as we get a more concrete release date, I'll make a video about stuff that we need. We definitely want a lot of locks, so... Classes we'll want the most of: locks, hunters, shamans.
I'm going to boost the hunter. I'll also make that my raider.
Nice. Hunters were actually, people say that locks are really OP, and locks are extremely good, especially on the AoE fights. But on a lot of the bosses, the hunters, if it was mostly a single target boss, the hunters were smoking them. But they're both extremely good. So. And then most classes, if they have different modes, you'll want one of each mode. So like, we'll want one or two Shadow Priests probably, and then one or two normal Priests, a Feral, a Boomkin, and I'm gonna be the Resto, hopefully. You can have two Restos too. I know that Jason's friend's also Resto.
I'm sure he could go tank too, whatever need be.
Yeah, I want to try to give everybody, you know, what they want. There's obviously some flexibility. I mean, we're not going for world first and everything. Like, you know, a lot of guilds will say don't bring, you know, if you're really trying to go hard, like don't bring any rogues or whatever, but that type of stuff. But I think you could have one or two of them. Yeah, some classes you do have to rank down a little bit more than others. There's less of that in Druid, because like your spells are so cheap because your tree form gives you a 20% discount, and there's just other stuff like Innervate. Need to have your homeboy buy me a, I could pay him back or something, Deck of the Beast or whatever it is. Ace, shit, what is it? Blue Dragon. I need to get Auctioneer to figure out. It's this trinket. It's a Dark Moon trinket, Blue Dragon. I'll have to make sure it's confirmed that it's not going to be nerfed. I don't think it was nerfed in BC, but it's basically 2% chance every spell cast to allow 100% of your mana regeneration to continue while casting for 15 seconds. So it's basically somewhere in the neighborhood of like every time it procs like 1,000 mana or so, which is huge. And there's no internal cooldown on it, so it usually procs about once every minute and a half or minute or so. But a lot of the top end druids I've seen still run that, and it's just it scales based on your spirit. So so it's a level 60 trinket, but it's still really good. And I think that I think from what I remember, they didn't nerf it until like Cataclysm. Like, it was still one of the best in slots, even into Wrath of the Lich King. So I don't know how many people are gonna like know that, because there are some guides that don't even mention that trinket as an option. But from what I've seen, like the calculations I saw, oh, we're just okay. Okay, he got him, I think. So a lot of people are, I think, are going to sleep on that trinket. It's something like 70 MP5 is the equivalency that I saw. Ish. And so much of it depends on your spirit, but a good chunk of druids are running that, like these top-end druids and top-end priests. Priests combine it with Earring of Soulful Meditation, I think, like the tier 5 trinket, which like gives you a huge boost in spirit. And I think it'll pretty much refill your whole mana bar if you proc it, if you activate that trinket for the extra spirit when you get one of those procs. It is fun. I should be able to explain a decent chunk. I mean, one thing, if I'm raid leading though, unless it's like farm content, I won't be able to explain it as much during the Jeez, they just they really want us. But between pulls and stuff like that, I can while we're clearing trash. If I wasn't the one calling the shots and stuff, I could just mute myself and do stuff, but anyways, it is fun. There's a lot of buttons. It's pretty involved. The stuff is definitely like, you got to kind of know what you're doing, unless you're one of these people, you know, on the private servers, the people that have been playing this for like 8 years or something, you know, they're gonna have it all completely solved. But I think for most mortals, it'll be a pretty decent little challenge. Oh, the telecom wars. Excited for the low quality telecom wars? What do you mean? Low quality stream as in it's all fuzzy, or it's the teams are just bad right now? Okay, well, Leah's not... Okay, I thought Leah might be there.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Put it there, just in case they rotate up from bottom. Oh, because both teams are bad. Yeah, anyone from the channel that wants in, definitely if you have experience from either in WoW or Burning Crusade, is nice. All right, we'll get that, and then I guess just staff flowing water. I had to back. I had no wards, boots. No, maybe he wanted to make a play. He was super low. I assume he's mad because they took the tower from him, but Horde. I don't think there's that big of a difference, honestly, in TBC. Not that much. Because they are, for paladins, apparently rep paladins, it's kind of a huge deal. Their passives or whatever, like the Blood Elves, are way better, but they said they're changing that. I think everything else is relatively even. I mean, Will of the Forsaken is very good, but a lot of people are saying that Perception is quite strong also in like really high-end PvP. Like just being able to detect the rogues better in like a rogue on rogue fight, or rogue druid versus rogue druid, which would be very common. Dude. Alright, we're just gonna mute him. Lulu, just walk up by yourself and face check these things. Get wards down. Sharima.
Big deal.
That's right. That was a big deal. I totally wanted to. Oh, were we wanting to? We want to go. Why is he wanting to solo drag? Okay. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Just drag tier 1's fine. Do I order McDonald's? There has to be a better way, man. Actually, I didn't need to sell the... Well, yeah, I did need to sell the biscuits for that spot, but... I really wanted to get Forbidden Idol there, but wards are more important. I think that's a huge thing that is important. It's just like getting the wards. I mean, sometimes... If you have 800 gold, it's like, I want to spend my gold efficiency, I want to get a Forbidden Idol or some other component, Kindle Gem. But then the correct answer is basically always get the wards. Unless it's like you're literally completing your big item.
Oh my god, they really are.
Woods? Oh, they're down there. Damn. It's kind of caught in no man's land there. I mean, there's people right there. Who all was there? Just Lilia still? Or all of them?
And
pretty much everybody.
3.
Moonstone Singe. This guy's been listening to some LS. Can't ping. Yeah, we got like hard camp too, and Kaisa's still coming in. That's why I'm saying it's so much like Season 7. It's like whoever has the higher scaling ADC with an Enchanter is so much the time it's GG. Hey, what's up, Maverick? You gonna join that Burning Crusade crew or what? What's up, Carlos? Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, I was in the middle of the game. Didn't see you. Good to see you again, man. Yeah, my hair's just kind of looking wacky tonight. I switch it up. How did it look before? When you last saw me? I can do that for you. There you go. Does that make you feel better? I'm kind of off the beard right now, but it might come back soon. What's up, Dave? See, you were always the fiddlestick support guy, right? I'm trying to remember. I know you had a pet champ that was your favorite. Oh, the delay. I can't remember. Sorry I didn't notice you earlier though, Carlos. Hopefully he'll come back. It's hard to keep up. Oh, you're leveling a shaman on a PvE server, then transferring it. Okay. That makes sense.
Free transfers, I think, too.
Oh, there are free transfers?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think they're doing it. I can't. I thought they were.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah.
So that you don't get, if you're not looking to Rumble and STV. The only reason I would do it on the main server if I was going to level it was to hang out with Jason and the boys. Diffed and miffed.
Singe OP.
It's weird. It's like the Moonstone Singe support. I mean, he had a good play level 2 or 3 or whatever that was when he like flash flipped our Kaisa under tower and then ran me down, but that was the highlight. John is all for McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, we need paladins and warlocks. I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Definitely shamans. Whatever you want is... I mean, pretty much all of those classes. I'll see if I can get like a sign-up sheet or something going soon, but... Shamans are like the #1 priority. You really want like 5 shamans if you can have them. Even if they don't, even if they change, like they've talked about maybe locking the groups so that you can't rotate the shamans like into the DPS group, or just give them just a debuff where they can't be bloodlusted again. Because right now the bloodlust itself has a cooldown, but the people who get bloodlusted, there is no cooldown on them. So what they'll do right now is you just rotate shamans through the DPS group for like the last 2 minutes of the fight and just keep bloodlust up pretty much permanently on like your warlocks or your hunters. But I know they're changing drums. so that individuals get a drums debuff for like 2 or 3 minutes. Because you would do that too, where you'd have 4 drummers. Like if you're going perfect min-max, you'd have 4 drummers in every group. Drums last for 30 seconds with a 2-minute cooldown, and you would literally just every 2 minutes use your drums, and you would just permanently give your whole party 80 haste. Which is obviously like super OP. So they said they're going to get rid of that, which is great, because if you were really trying to go hard, everybody'd have to be leatherworking. I wouldn't force people to do that, even if they didn't change the drums, as long as we're getting the content, down. But yeah, shamans, right now you can do that. But I think even if that's not the case, like you'd still want, your whole raid bloodlusted, because they just bring so much. It's bloodlust, but then they've got all the totems, and they're like respectable at each one of their roles. Like they're pretty good. You were gonna do Dave, you wanted to do an Ellie shaman, didn't you? I've heard they're actually like pretty good in the first like couple of tiers. They can even beat a lot of the other range DPS. That scaling was just a little bit harder. But they're still gonna be like solid the whole time. Still want them the whole time. Nice to have those interrupts too, especially if we don't have that many rogues, which people, we're not going to be advertising looking for rogues. It's just like if an in-house person, if, one of the boys wants to play like a rogue or something, we'll make that happen. But you want to run you want to run as few like rogues and warriors and stuff like that as possible. I don't know. I mean, if we're going to run a bear druid or a paladin tank as our main tank, rogues are actually, I think, pretty nice, because you can get improved exposed armor. Okay, I was ban Kaisa then. It's fine. Yeah, we'll need one Ellie shaman, so we can give you dibs on that. You could even have 2 Ellie shamans, depending on how many warlocks we get. Right? Do what?
They're just really good for the totems.
Yeah, well, they have like pretty strong DPS early, but yeah, they have this. They have the threat totem for the warlocks, which is a big deal, and then they also have a. Hold on, let me see what I want to do. Okay, so Nocturne. I guess we'll just. Let's go Lulu. I could maybe go Janna or something here, but they have this totem that's on a cooldown that gives. Actually, no, it's permanently up. Totem of Wrath. I don't remember what kind of totem that is. Is that an air totem or a fire totem? I can't remember, but it gives everybody in the group 3% hit and 3% crit. That's really big, because locks, especially early on, if they want to go Destro, don't have a lot of hit rating. They don't have any from their talents. If you go Affliction, you get a lot of hit early, but Destro is a no-no. What? They have that, and then they also have interrupts. They have Earth Shock that can interrupt. So if you don't have a rogue, they can be part of your interrupt rotation for kicks and things like that. Oh, it's a fire totem? Okay, good. That means you can still have up Mana Totem and Tranquil Air.
This guy already.
Why is it for Kobe, man? Guess maybe he lives in LA or something.
That is a Yasuo bot.
Or Yone. Probably Yasuo with Alistario. Those two are auto-filled.
Ooh.
I might just dodge this. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, we've got a support that's auto-filled 45% win rate. And then this guy's 48%. Yeah, so they come online really early. Yeah, and they've got the kicks, they've got the bloodlust, the extra mana. That Tranquil Air is just massive. I remember, because I played a Warlock all in TBC, and threat is a huge deal. I mean, maybe our tank just couldn't keep up or something, but I was, like, just blasting people. And it was such a huge difference. Even with, like, Salvation from the Paladins, I really wanted Tranquil Air. I mean, you do have Soul Shatter to drop your threat some, but you just do so much damage. I mean, in, like, basically tier 4 gear with, like, Shadow stuff or whatever versus Alar, like this boss in TK. I just remember this Phoenix. I crit that thing for, like, 8,500, like, 3 times in a row and almost pulled from the tank at the end of the fight. I didn't even, like, have trinkets popped or anything. Which is a lot. People are talking about, oh, you get those juicy 4K crits, those 5K crits or something. I'd be like, bitch, I was hitting for 8.5 in tier 4 gear. Like... Alright, we'll get on the other account. It's Horde damage, though. I was undead. I didn't have any damage modifiers in my passives. But yeah, that Tranquil Air is big game. Boomkins are actually really huge too. If we don't have a Boomkin and we're like overstocked on everything else, I guess I could do Boomkin. You know, you're not gonna be that high on the damage meters, but I didn't realize they're like, I knew they had the aura, the 5% crit for people, which is cool. Like, you'd put that in the like the ideal group. You'd have the Ellie Shaman with a Boomkin and 3 Warlocks in a group. You'd have an Affliction lock somewhere else, but like 3 Destro locks in that group. Because the crit aura is actually really big with the Shaman as well, because they end up... you kind of get first dibs on this lightning capacitator thing out of Karazhan that I'm sure you're probably aware of if you played Shaman back then. But it's basically like every time you get a crit, it adds 1 charge, and then whenever you get to 3 charges, it throws like an extra lightning bolt out. But it's widely considered, I think, best in slot for a long time for Shamans out of Karazhan, for elemental Shamans, and that works so well with crit, and then Boomkin's obviously giving the extra crit, so... I guess let's go with that. But yeah, they have that for the 5% crit on everybody, but then they also have like this improved Fairy Fire, so it gives everybody an extra like 3% hit chance, all of the physical people in the entire raid, which is huge. And then they also have Insect Swarm, which gives like -2% chance to hit on the tank, which is actually very big as well, statistically. So like those 3 things right there are huge, and they have battle res and all that. So yeah, they're gonna be down I don't know how much, 15% damage from like the Warlocks and the Hunters and stuff, but they're probably giving out just way more. So that it's almost like adding another person to the raid just because of that debuff, right? Because they're 4% of the raid, 1 out of 25, but they're adding in extra 3% for everybody. Not exactly that way, but anyways. Should have kept classes separate by faction. I don't think so. I think more diversity is more fun. I mean, I can appreciate there being like differences between playing each faction somewhat. Like that's kind of cool, but I mean, kind of like the race and the faction stuff, I think should be just more of an aesthetic kind of, or like a lore sort of thing, rather than actually playing into too much into the power of the faction. But it just depends, I guess, so that people can just kind of follow whatever they want lore wise. I mean, so like one example of that was really annoying to me. I didn't play a lot in vanilla, but I was theory crafting and thinking about it. Is I just wouldn't want to play a dwarf. I don't know. I mean, it's on Alliance side. If I was playing Alliance side, I would want to be like a human priest. But dwarf priests have fear ward, so is like you're very, very heavily incentivized to go dwarf. I just didn't like the aesthetic of the dwarf. Whatever that's worth, I just wanted to be female human priest. That's what I wanted. Top karma. It's probably a dodge. In TBC, they do. Yeah. I mean, if it was fully neutral or whatever, like if the boys weren't already rolling Horde, you know, I don't know. Maybe I would want to roll Alliance, but it's because I didn't do it in the past, and aesthetically, you know, I'd rather either be a night elf, female night elf, druid, or female human priest. But got the monstrous ladies over on the Horde, which is fine. I'd be like a female troll priest or female Tauren druid probably, but our comp looks pretty terrible. It's like Seraphine. I think I'm just gonna dodge this and go back to the other count. Yeah, this guy's like auto-filled. They're both filled. Jungler hasn't played any games on that account, and just kind of a sampler, just trying to, looks like almost literally play one of every champion in the game. I'm running on like 400 calories a day. I drink mostly water, and then occasionally I eat some bugs from outside. League of Dodge, that's right. I'm pretty hype about it though. I think it'll be fun. I think hopefully I can make this work without disrupting too much of the channel or the rest of my life. I just had a hard time in the past, like, taking WoW casually. Like, I always would go hard on it. But, like, if the consumable costs are reasonable, grass clippings and drop the bugs. Yeah, we got plenty of bugs. We got some ladybugs rolling around in here. Eat those. But as long, like, the rating is the main thing where it's like, that's time locked, right? Like, you have to have a certain block of time in your life to do that raid, and you have to do it most of the time. But I think that if we could do it just like 2 nights a week, and like make progress, that'd be good. Two days, like Saturday, Sunday, or something like that, for 3 or 4 hours. That would be nice. Because everything else is not really that time sensitive. Like, you can just kind of log in and, you know, do some stuff if you want. You know, you got to set aside maybe an hour for a dungeon or something. But, like, you can just farm some stuff for 30 minutes or whatever. And I think a lot of arena matches aren't that long. Sometimes they can go for a long time, but I think most arena matches are like 5 minutes or less. I do need to do the rest of the tier lists, too. I know I kind of... Yeah, I would probably do some of my farming and stuff like that after the stream. I'll still try to have the league stream for at least like a few hours. Like we do now, from 11 to 2 or 12 to 3. What's this person going to play? I'm going to hover Lulu and see if I can get him to pick a hyper carry. Really hope this dude doesn't try to go Gnosis mid. Dude, if he locks Gnosis mid into Vagar, are you kidding me right now? It is League of Dodge. Our ADC's auto-filled. That guy's pretty good on Rammus, though. Bennick. It's okay on Darius. I kind of feel like I should have dodged this. We are on our main account, we are currently Platinum 2, and on our alt account, I think we are Platinum 4. Yeah, so we ended last season D4. We got as high as D3. This season on our main account, we got as high as Platinum 1, like 50 LP. And then our alt started at Gold 3, and we got it up to P3, League of Dogecoin. Both comps are kind of weird. I maybe should have dodged. The Rammus is the main reason that I stayed. Noxus is being played in the LCK right now. Damn, that grade is pretty good. Not a lot of games played, but... Yeah, it kind of hit me out of nowhere, John. Like I said, I gained like 15, 20 pounds just this last year. I used to kind of be able to eat whatever junk I wanted and just sit around, and turns out that doesn't work so well at a certain point. Yeah, it's a lot harder to climb this season because they had it, and it still is kind of this way, but earlier in the season they got rid of the divisions, but a lot of times you're going to be upside down on your gains and losses, so you're going to, you know, what was happening earlier in the season is you'd get like plus 12, minus 16. They kind of made it a little bit less of an issue, but... Yeah, dude, I was like the one that everybody hated. You're younger. I was just always kind of looked relatively athletic and in shape, even though I just sit around and just eat garbage all day. It's like spam eating pizza and pancakes and all this stuff. So I had like a pretty high metabolism, but then just after years of not doing anything and getting older, finally caught up with me. Now, a lot of times, to be fair, when I was younger, I was like a lot more active, and I need to get more active. It gets harder to get back in. As you get more out of shape, it gets harder to get back, like, into shape, I feel like. I feel like getting in shape feels like it's multiplicative. Like, it just kind of snowballs on itself. So much of it is just developing a habit of just going out and jogging every day for 15 or 20 minutes, which is what I used to do. So much of it has like been my sort of nocturnal sleep schedule, though. It's made it harder. I guess I could just go out at night and run around the perimeter. Our property or something, but... Or I could go earlier in the morning. I guess whenever I drop off Rory in the mornings, I could just... There's a little track or a little, like, trail or whatever close by I could go to and just devote and start off just 15 minutes, even just walking around the trail. That might be a good idea, because I come home and take a shower anyways before I go to class. Just think about some of my activities or assignments I want to do. shit. I think I clicked on the wrong person. That was not good. I think I need a new mouse. Either I'm getting old, or like tonight my mouse work is just off, or I need to get a new mouse. I don't know if I need a vest, man. I think the extra 20 pounds is probably vest enough for me. I have been on campus. See, I haven't been running around campus. I used to walk around campus between classes if I had a break. Usually I don't want a break. I kind of like it this semester, though. It is sort of nice. But I think they're doing the breaks just so that they put me in the same classroom this time. So that it's been, you know, they want to make sure it's been like 2 hours since anyone was in that class. So then there's less of a chance of like a COVID interaction. No way. Wow. Holy shit, that was so bad. Get a corset. Yeah, what's up, Dennis? Yeah, if you're trying to gain weight, exercising can be good. If you're doing... Yeah, if you're trying to build muscle. Muscle helps you lose weight too, though. Just depends. I mean, doesn't muscle burns like 50 calories every pound of muscle passively? Whereas, like, fat burns 3 calories passively per day without any input. I forgot how much muscle you can gain in a month through, like, really working hard. It's not very much. It was, like, 2 pounds with, like, a lot of weight training. May not have even been that much. I can't remember. Remember that it takes a lot to build up that muscle over time. Probably depends on what your weight is, too. Okay, well, Kaisa didn't get any of those, which is, or, what's her name? Samira didn't get any of those, which is good news for us. Who got that? Graves? Nami got 2 of them. Hey, Graves is not up there. Okay, that's fine. So, like, your body really doesn't want to keep that much muscle around if you're not using it, because it's going to create a deficit, and, you know, that's why it likes to keep fat around, right? It wants you to have that store of energy because evolutionarily, that's been advantageous, right? Because the biggest, you know, one of the biggest threats to survival is starvation. 21st century, most places, you know, the bigger threat is, you know, cardiovascular health. But that's been a relatively new phenomenon that our sort of biology and genes haven't really caught up with. So yeah, your body will start getting rid of that muscle, I think. First, right, if you start going into deficit. Some of it. Because that's getting rid of the stuff that's actually burning your fat, right? Nice. At least that was what I read. John's obviously gonna know more than I do about that, but that was the way I understood it to be. Really? She still had heal? Wow. Is he gonna get her? I don't think he is. Well, he's got his ball up again soon. You just got to prove to your body that it's worth that expenditure, right? That those muscles are worth it. And you got to give it enough fuel to keep it going. It's like a blazing fire. You know, you got to keep giving it the fuel. You got to keep the conditions right. That is not the natural state for people to be bodybuilders. Well, Nami's got all the kills. I thought I could shield fast enough when she came in with... Because I knew she was going to probably W me. I wasn't expecting the flash. But I should have shielded faster, I guess. Oh, is there a ward there? The Samira pick into Ashe is kind of annoying. You know what else annoying is it doesn't show the little globes when I have 6. Nah, I don't think we can beat him. Okay. Who got those? Nasus? Okay. Oh, is he wanting to... Urukai? I don't know what that is. Why are primate? They just have a completely different... I mean, not completely different, but a very different biology. I mean, they sit around and eat all day. And a lot of their power budget is... you know, built into their muscles. Takes a lot of energy to keep our brains going. I'm pretty sure. And they're probably just way more efficient as well. This Graves. Graves is probably going to get this dragon unless we stop him. Wow. The double kill top. Well. Can we? I don't think we can stop him. No, Ash needs to get out of there. I'm not like a zoologist. I mean, I'm not anything, man. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I do not know a lot about a lot of things. But yeah, I mean, they're just... Humans are just really not well designed for combat compared to a lot of animals. So much more of our, you know, evolutionary budget is towards towards our minds, right? Like, we just did not need to be able to fight as well and all of that type of stuff because we could just be more efficient on less food and things like that because of our mind, because we can use tools and things like that. Yeah, silverbacks are strong as hell, man. You don't want to mess with silverback. There's lots of videos, but they're pretty docile creatures in general. I've heard it's the chimps you got to watch out for. Why did he do so much damage? Oh my god, dude. I guess he is really fed. Alright. Both of them kind of ran the wrong way, and I just did not have my shield up fast enough to save them. We don't have... There's nobody else there, though, man. What the fuck was that? What? She just did like 90%, just like 1,000 damage with like a spell. Off of one item. It's not even a mythic. I mean, I guess I haven't played against Kayle in a while, but like, what? Okay, well, I misunderstood that situation. I thought I could, like, shield myself and maybe, like, bait her to stay too long. She gonna bleed out? No, she gets the heal. Freaking goon squad. What is the range on that? He shot it from here. Man, we're getting just plowed this game. I just don't have any idea what the hell's going on. This Kale's just destroying everybody. Wait, why did he not? Just go, dude. Stop typing to the clown. Freaking go. Missed her. Kale just is gonna delete everybody. I mean, Darius is alright. I don't know. But he's had so many autofill. Like, the Rammus is really the one that, like... Because the whole reason I played this is this guy's like 90% on Rammus or something. I did not like the Ashe and a Samira matchup. I just kind of got... baited myself into sticking with this. The Nasus is doing better than I thought he was going to do. But... Rammus is definitely doing much worse. Because he's the guy that's like on roll, you know? I'm not doing that well either. I could definitely be doing a lot better. We just don't have the scaling with Ashe. Like, we really need Jinx or something. Can you dodge these slashing auto attacks? Probably. Kale just... I don't remember Kale being this strong. But... I mean, she did basically get a free pass in the laning phase with Nasus. So maybe that has something to do with it. I do remember her being, like, this strong in the past. It's just been a while. The dodge stat? No, man. I don't even really like the crit stat, to be honest with you. I mean, it just adds an extra modifier for auto attacks. What? How did he not get that? It just, we can't kill him fast enough because of Kale's ult. I wish there was a delay on Kale's ult, kind of like Tarek's. I think that would make it a little bit more manageable, easier to balance around. Or just like make it to where the person that she ults basically goes into stasis or something. Like a Bard ult or something like that, where it makes them invulnerable but they can't attack. I don't know. I mean, she doesn't have like a super high win rate. Maybe the dude's just good on it. I don't know. Man, that's rough. Alright, well that's got to be it for tonight, unfortunately, I believe. Hate to go out on a loss, but... Anyways, we'll get back in there tomorrow. I think I might, if we end up doing Clash, I know some people had talked about maybe doing Clash. If we do Clash, then I'll probably be on a little bit early, around like 10. If we don't, then I'll try to get on at least by 11. But anyways, thank y'all very much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.